What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com coming to you for Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, everybody. It's getting a little bit late. It's just a little afternoon, but had to do some things this morning, getting some promos set up, getting everybody that was with me this weekend that bought the extended 3-day package that was re-signing up because they bought the 3 days and got the 4th day free, obviously. So that would have ended yesterday, so getting a lot of those guys re-signed up today. So all the plays are obviously posted. Games are getting ready to start here in about an hour. We are laying off in the NCAA today. There's only one game again, Notre Dame versus Louisville. Actually excited to watch that game, but we will not have a premium play in it. I've looked at the game 10 different ways. And as much as I like playing, marquee matchups and stuff, I mean, you guys know that that's not my MO. That's why I am as successful as I am, because while everybody's focusing on the games that they know the whole world's going to be watching, I'm out there going and finding the edge and finding the true value in stuff that people just, take for granted and, and do not really spend enough time focusing on. So, not going to have a premium play in that one. I mean, like I said, I broke it down. There's a handful of reasons why I would want to back Notre Dame, and there's also a handful of reasons why I would want to back Louisville. But there's truly no value in that game because you've got returning starters with Louisville. You've got 6 major key pieces of Notre Dame that are all, that all elected to go into the NFL draft that are now gone. Is Notre Dame the better team? Absolutely. Is Louisville going to make a bunch of waves in college football this year? I highly doubt it. But being that they get their first game at home, anytime Notre Dame comes to town, especially in a smaller school, even though Louisville is a part of the ACC and, it's a big football town, and, even though that really is honestly considered a basketball school, Louisville has done some things in the last 5 years with Lamar Jackson being there and them being a true competitor, not only in that conference, which really isn't saying much because the ACC is a crapshoot as far as a football conference, but last year they went out there and just had an abysmal season. It was terrible. Are they going to do that again? I don't think so. I do think that they will, improve. But it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen week 1. So if you look at position for position, if you look at, coaching, if you look at your main key pieces at quarterback, at running back, at tight end, and even your special teams, which both of these schools, when it comes to special teams, in their years of success over the last decade, special teams has been huge. Special teams for Louisville was their strong suit, second to Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was basically their team wrapped into one person. And then you had special teams, which was fantastic. And then, of course, when Jackson's gone and then the whole team is, pretty much gone and they go into true rebuilding, they did not start off their rebuilding well at all. Notre Dame, in the years of success that they've had over the past decade, which, truthfully, I mean, they've gone out there and they played for a national championship. They played in the college football playoffs last year, which to be honest with you, I don't really think they deserve to be there. I think that was, I don't know how I want to word it. I feel like that was the committee giving them just a little bit too much credit, but nevertheless, special teams was a huge part of that. They still hold the special teams advantage. So, I mean, if a gun to my head forced to make a play, I would have to back Notre Dame, but I'm not going to. I will have 0 money on this game. 0. I will not even have fun money on this game. I will not do anything involving this game because you know what? Louisville could cover that high spread just as easily as Notre Dame could go out there and win by 4 or 5 touchdowns. So you guys do what you want to do with it. I know a lot of you are probably going to play it, and and I'm sure that most amateur handicappers, and by amateur I mean half the people you see here on YouTube, they'll have a play in it. They'll have a play in it, and then if it loses, there'll be an excuse for it. So, all right, let's get into, what do we want to do first? Go to the promos or recap? Let's do the promos real quick, and then we'll do a recap and get you on a free play. promos, got a handful of them today. Now these promos are for today and today only. They will not be on the website after midnight tonight. It took me a while this morning to go through and get pricing changed and then set the timer for at midnight Eastern time, prices would automatically go back up to their normal price. So let's start with the CFL. The CFL is $100 for the rest of the season. That right there is for today and today only. So anybody that, you know, enjoys playing the CFL, that is, you know, interested in playing, because we got another 2 months of the CFL, guys. So if you're interested in that, $100 gets you the rest of the season. That is all premium CFL plays and top play CFL plays. Then we get into NCAA and NFL football. $500 gets you either one of those, and $1,000 gets you both. Now these run $1,000 a piece each season. So the college football season, which is regular and postseason all the way through the national championship, is $999. Same thing goes with the NFL all the way through the Super Bowl, premium and daily top plays. Now those do not include play of the weeks, play of the months, play of the years, which is not included in anything but the 1 year all access. I've dropped it in half for $9.99. So let's see, that's going to go till midnight, so you can get either one of them for $500, or you can buy the combo pass for $9.99. Either way you want to do it, that's up till midnight as well. I know a lot of people were asking about that now that they've seen what I'm about in college football, and they're excited about the NFL starting this week. So that's another one. We have the NASCAR season. $200 for the remainder of the season. That you cannot beat. And we will get into a NASCAR recap in just a second, and you'll see why. For anybody that's not on the season or has not been buying the NASCAR picks, that $200 may be the best $200 you'll ever spend in this business. Okay, so there's your promos for NCAA football, NFL, CFL, and NASCAR. And now what I'm also going to do is the 1 year all access pass, which is $4,000. What that includes is every sport. So NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, CFL, WNBA, Major League Baseball, the NHL, everything, every play of the week, premium play, daily top play, play of the month, play of the year, preseason win totals, anything that NASCAR, every single thing that is released on my site for 365 days, I've done the numbers. It's roughly a $16,000 value. I sell it for $4,000. That's the normal price. I ran a special a while back for $2,000, had a great turnout. People have been asking me ever since then, hey man, do you think that you'll drop that price? And I said, well, eventually I'll do a special on it, but it probably won't be until next year, or at least maybe I'll do something around Christmas time, something like that. But I've gotten a ton of questions about it. So for today and today only, you can buy the 1 year all access for $2,000. Now, so a ton of promos. I know it's a lot to keep up with, and I'm sorry that I've gone out there and probably given you a ton to mull over and think about, but just for Labor Day, I figured that I owed you guys something that you would really want to take advantage of. And then also, one thing that I'm doing is the top play month. So what this includes is every top play for 30 days. So every daily top play, which is a $25 value each day. Every play of the week, which will be, you'll get at least 4 plays of the week for $50. Play of the month, which is $100. And then this month, you'll probably get a play of the year in Major League Baseball, which is a $150 value. You get all of that. Usually it's $5.99. I've dropped it to $4.99 for the month. So you'll get that as well. So $100 for CFL, $200 for NASCAR, $2,000 for the 1 year all access, which is half price in all of the football specials and the combo pass, and then a $100 discount in the 1 month top play pass. So I think that's it. It's all the promos. Now let's get into the recap. Now I had somebody reach out, and I don't know if they were trolling me or what, but did my fantasy draft yesterday like all you guys saw. And it's a big deal for us. We take this very seriously. We have a huge league. We do it every year. I'm gonna post some stuff on Twitter today to let you see just kind of the fun that we have. We have the 200-inch projector up. Everybody's got their computers out. This is a big deal for us. We put on a pretty big event for it every year. And the loser from the previous year, the one that comes in last place, not only has to get up in front of the whole league and sing the national anthem, but they also have to forfeit their first round pick and allow the league themselves to come together and decide what their first round pick is. And we're gonna screw them. A lot of times they'll get a kicker drafted first or a terrible defense. So our good buddy that sang the national anthem yesterday, you'll see that on Twitter. And the thing is, he drew for the first overall pick. So he had the first overall pick in the draft, and his pick was, due to us, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Sorry, Mike. So, better take, we tell our guys, you better play and play hard, because if you lose, you're going to regret it the following year. All right, so we did that, and somebody told me that in my recap for Saturday, which was, yesterday I recapped what we did on Saturday, that I did not mention the loss that I had in college football. We lost a play on Ohio U. They were laying 25. They won by 21. And I said, wait a minute, I know I recapped that. Now, granted, I wing every video. Usually I'll have notes in front of me as far as the recap, but I don't have a script. I don't do any of that. And sometimes if I'm driving down the road or doing something like that, obviously I don't have notes in front of me. But I'm pretty good about remembering all that stuff. I said, I know that I sit there and recap that shit. So I went back, watched the video a little while ago, and I mentioned it twice. So I don't know what the hell this moron's talking about. But anyway, I said, you know what? I know one thing I didn't do. I didn't even mention one of the wins that I had. So I've decided that I'm going to recap the whole weekend. Again, along with NASCAR. So we're going to recap Friday. We're going to recap Saturday. And then, of course, today we have to recap what we did yesterday and NASCAR. So let's start with Friday. Major League Baseball. Now, on Saturday when I recapped, I told you we had a play in the St. Louis Cardinals game. Couldn't tell you what it was because it got postponed and it's rolling over into Saturday, so we'll recap it once the game actually has an outcome. So, it did have an outcome and we won it. So, the only game that we lost in Major League Baseball on Friday was the Cleveland Indians on the money line. Had minus $1.45, minus $1.40, whatever you got it at. That was our only loss. Boston Red Sox minus $1.25, nice win there. St. Louis Cardinals minus $1.20, a blowout. San Francisco Giants minus 130, another easy win. So a 3-1 day in Major League Baseball on Friday, and then we went 2-1 in college football. We lost Army minus 23. That was, as I said, go back and watch Saturday's video. That game was ridiculous. Anyway, but it was a loss, so it is what it is. We had Utah State plus 4.5. It was a premium play, which I also gave you for free. Oklahoma State minus 14. We bought down the half point to get it at 13.5. It wouldn't have mattered either way you won. So a 2-1 day there, 5-2 day overall for Friday. Now we go into Saturday. Gave you a free play on the San Francisco Giants. They got the hell beat out of them. We had the Washington Nationals on the run line. That was a nice win. So, Major League Baseball, we don't, everybody knows that's my top sport. I am the MLB king. Everybody can talk shit and say that I'm too cocky or arrogant. Customers gave me that name. I just stuck with it because I've come to find out that it is true. Everyone else, while they're making excuses that Major League Baseball's rigged or so on and so forth, somehow I continue to win in it. But anyway, so obviously that's not the type of day that we want to have, but certainly, not a big deal either way. Then we had a huge slate of games in college football. We played 7 games. 7 games. Now, Ohio U minus 25. We lost. They only won by 21, so we did lose that. Had a top play on UTSA, Texas San Antonio, minus 7. Easy win there. Western Michigan minus 25.5, winner. Syracuse minus 19, premium play winner, which I also gave you for free. Stanford Northwestern under 47.5, premium play, another easy win. Also gave you that one for free. Washington minus 22.5 over Eastern Washington, another easy winner. And we had one push. We had California minus 14.5. Everybody was told to buy the hook and play it at minus 14. Which I gave this whole spiel as to why I do that on certain things. Certain numbers that it lands on, I'm always going to buy a hook up or down to put us in the best position for wins. Had we not done that, we would have lost that play. But because we bought it, we got it at a push. So, we ended up winning. We went 5-1-1. Take the push out of there, a 5-1 day. A fantastic day. I think everybody's going to start figuring out a name for me in college football. Told you before the season started, I've worked all off season on college football. It's going to be a season you'll never forget. Yesterday, we had one play in college football. It was the Houston Cougars plus 23.5. That was also the free play video. That was a nice winner. We did take one loss yesterday. That was in the CFL. We played Winnipeg and Saskatchewan over 47. That one right there fell a few points short, so we did lose that one. Then we had MLB. We had 4 plays yesterday, one of them being our top play of the day. Minnesota Twins on the run line minus $1.30. Nice winner there. Boston Red Sox money line minus $1.05. Easy win. We had a play Pittsburgh Pirates money line as an underdog plus 110. A nice easy win there. And then we had the Kansas City Royals minus $1.25 on the money line. That was our top play of the day yesterday and a nice easy winner. So a 4-0 day in MLB. 1-0 in college football and 0-1 in CFL for a 5-1 overall day with yet another top play winner. And then shouts out to my man Patrick, NASCAR yesterday. That one, I was feeling a little under the weather last night. I think I'm battling a sinus infection, so I started trying to watch the race. Because it bores me to no end until the very end when I actually have something to cheer for. But the race didn't end until, God, I think it was close to 1 a.m. I actually woke up. I was in the recliner. I woke up and I saw that there was like 9 laps left. So I got up, stood up, that way I could, not fall back asleep. And Eric Jones was put on his race card to win the race outright, and I'll be damned if he didn't do it. And Eric Jones was plus 1,800. He started out at 16-1, went up to 18-1 odds, plus 1,800 for 1 unit bettors. You would have laid $100 on Eric Jones, and you would have walked away with $1,800. Guys, last race, we didn't have a race last weekend, but the race before that, Bristol night race, Denny Hamlin plus 750. 2 races before that, he had Denny Hamlin again at plus 900. He had Denny Hamlin 2 other times in the season, one at plus 1,400 and one at plus 2,400. He had Martin Truex Jr. at plus 750. He has, who else has he had this year? I mean, God, what are we, 20-something races in? And there's only been 4 races this year where he hasn't outright predicted a race winner on his card. And the lowest this year, he's had Kyle Busch a couple of times. The smallest winnings he's had at a race winner was that plus 650 on Truex Jr. back earlier in the year. Most every single one have been plus 900 or higher. Plus 1,800, Eric Jones yesterday. Unreal. Unfreaking real. Now you know why that $200 is the best thing you could ever spend. You could lose 3-4 race cards in a row and then hit one, and you get everything back, and now you're profitable again. We've got races going all the way into November, guys. We still got a long way to go in racing, and he's going to have his Monster Energy Cup race card every weekend that they have a race, and you can get the rest of it. It's $40 every Sunday or every Saturday. Every race week, it's $40 to get the card. And that's all the premium and the top play, all your race winners, your head-to-heads, everything every week. But you can spend $200 and get the rest of it right here and now and not have to worry about it for the rest of the season. All right, let's get you on a free play real quick. And I'm going to go with one that people may not agree with me here. Let's go back to a game that I was looking at. And this is 2 teams that I've just been looking at for most of the week, and I really don't even know why. And as you guys can see, based on my top play trends over the past week, I'm going out there and, let's see. I can't even remember the last time I played the Houston Astros. I do have a play in that game today, but that's only because, every once in a while you'll be able to cherry pick a little value out of it. But I've told you, the Dodgers, the Astros, the Yankees, the value's gone. They're pretty much mathematically locked in for their division, their home field advantage for the postseason. There's no reason to play them. There's no value. Not laying $3.50 or even $1.80 on a run line to go out there when they are going to end up losing 40% of those games outright. So as you can see, like yesterday, 2 days ago, Boston Red Sox. Everybody wants to hate on Boston. Top play winner. Yesterday, Kansas City Royals, one of the worst teams in baseball. Top play, easy win. Today, we're going to go with 2 teams that have no postseason hopes, that have really been a disappointment overall this year, but 2 teams that I've actually made good money on this year. San Diego and Arizona, Leak versus Quantrill, and the thing is, San Diego's putting in, as far as the second half of the season, this has been their most effective pitcher. He's going out there, and the only time he's really gotten lit up in the second half was against LA, which is not saying much. LA can light up anybody. And then you got Leak that went out there and had his best outing of the season against the Giants last week. But overall, if you look at it, since he's come over from the Mariners, he's got basically a 7 ERA, and he's not very good. He's not good at home. San Diego attacks right-handers that are very vulnerable, so I do think that San Diego is going to be able to capitalize early and often. And so that's what makes me lean over 9. If you really look, the under is what's actually getting the love here. There's not a ton of action being played on this game, period. But I think that Leak's going to give up what we think he's going to give up. And to be honest with you, I think the Diamondbacks are going to be able to capitalize on the fact that Cal has not played against the Diamondbacks ever in his career. So a scouting report for him isn't going to do much good. But a scouting report on the other side of things, playing against the Dodgers and the Mariners and, all of these teams that Leak is very, very accustomed to because of being with the Mariners. Not only the fact of, you go out there and you show every weakness you have against a team like the Dodgers. Well, the Diamondbacks know the Dodgers better than anybody. And the Rockies know them better than anybody. So when you go out there and you look at teams like the Dodgers and the Rockies and what he's done against people like that, that scouting report makes it easy to say, okay, we're going to be able to go out there and he's going to hang them high, because he is a fairly high pitcher. He likes to go out there, attack the right side of the plate, come up pretty high, but that just means take one step off of it, don't crowd the plate as much, and swing for the hills. That's what they're going to do. That's the only MO they have against any team, is to swing and cross their fingers. This is somebody that a scouting report will actually set them up to know what to do against this guy. And I do think that Arizona will be able to capitalize, score some runs, and I think San Diego can have a field day against Leak if they go out there and actually play smart. So I think 9's a little bit too low. I could see 11 to 12 runs being scored in this game. So this is not a premium play. It did not make my card, but it is a play that I do have some fun money on. It didn't quite make the card, like I said, so I don't have my normal grand on it, but I did play $550 to win $500 on the total. Over nine runs, and that's what I'm going to go with. So let's do a quick little recap on the promos. 1 year all access, half price, $2,000. NASCAR rest of the season, $200. CFL remainder of the season, $100. Top play month has gone from $5.99 to $4.99, and then your football passes, college or NFL, are now half price for today and today only. Gone from $1,000 to $500. Combo pass as well. You can buy them as one instead of doing individual purchases, and get both of them for $1,000, and that's, like I said, that's half price. So I think that's it. Yep, CFL, NASCAR, top play, 1 year all access, and both. Oh, and MLB the rest of the season for $300. I don't know if I mentioned that last time. Rest of the season, guys. You know what I'm about in the MLB. You can buy the rest of the season today and today only for $300. Everything that I've mentioned here is today and today only. Come midnight, it goes back up. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, chase@chasewins.com. I'm working from home today completely. Like I said, all the plays are up and posted. I'm going to get this video up, and then, I will be checking my email periodically. I'm going to watch the Cubs game, and then I've got some people coming over for a little cookout, and then I'm going to get ready to start working tomorrow. And by the way, you may not see a free play video from me this coming Thursday, because I'm getting on a plane. Go Bears, and we're going to catch the Bears-Packers game, kicking off the year. And so yeah, I will be checking my email periodically throughout the Cubs game, and I'll get back to you with any questions. But you got till midnight to buy everything, so plenty of time. Love you guys. Sorry for the long-winded video, but wanted to make sure that I recapped everything, make sure you knew about everything, went over all the promos, and I hope to see you in the winner's circle. Guys, get away from people that make constant excuses and make it blatantly obvious they don't know what they're doing. Anybody can hold open tryouts for high school dropouts to become a handicapper just to fill a position. But get with somebody that knows what they're doing. I love you guys. Stop being fooled. Stop being scammed. And get with somebody that actually knows what they're doing. Love you guys. See you back tomorrow. God bless to you all. Have a happy Labor Day. Wager smart. And let's go win again. See you guys.